For centuries, two completely different worlds were on an unstoppable collision course. On one side stood the largest empire the ancient world had ever seen, the Persian Empire. It was vast, organized, and its power seemed limitless. On the other side, a collection of small, independent Greek cities. They were often divided among themselves, fiercely competitive. Yet, united by a revolutionary idea, the right to govern themselves. The clash between the Greeks and Persians wasn't just a series of battles. It was a monumental struggle that would define the future of Western civilization. In the legendary stand of the 300 Spartans at Thermopylae, that was only the beginning of this incredible story. Before we dive into this epic journey, take a moment to hit that like button, share this video with your fellow history buffs, and subscribe so you don't miss out on more content like this. Our story begins in the 5th century BC, a time of massive change. The Persian Empire wasn't just expanding through sheer force, it was a masterpiece of administration, connecting diverse cultures with incredible roads and a sophisticated communication system. Meanwhile, the Greek world was a patchwork of city-states like Athens, Sparta, Corinth, and Thebes. They shared a language and culture but were often bitter rivals. Athens was pioneering democracy, while Sparta was a rigid military society. This internal division made them seem like easy targets. The conflict didn't start with a grand invasion. It began with the Sparta revolt by Greek cities in Asia Minor under Persian rule. When Athens sent ships to support the rebels, it was a decision that would change everything. What started as a local uprising soon exploded into a full-scale war. This led to the Battle of Marathon, where the unthinkable happened. A small Athenian force, using brilliant strategy and knowledge of the terrain, defeated a much larger Persian army. This victory sent shockwaves across the ancient world, proving that the Persians were not invincible. This brings us to Thermopylae. The story of the 300 Spartans wasn't about winning a battle. It was a calculated sacrifice to buy time for the other Greek cities to unite. Their heroic stand became a powerful symbol of resistance. But the war wasn't decided on land. It was at sea, in the narrow straits of Salamis, where the Athenian fleet, though outnumbered, used clever tactics to destroy the Persian navy. This was the decisive turning point. The final nail in the coffin was the Battle of Plataea, where a unified Greek army finally crushed the Persian invasion for good. The consequences were immense. The victory over Persia ushered in the Golden Age of Athens, a period of unprecedented cultural, philosophical, and political growth. The ideas born from this era democracy, philosophy, drama became the bedrock of Western civilization. Real history is often even more fascinating than the movies. The Greco-Persian Wars weren't just ancient conflicts. They were a battle of ideas that still resonate today, shaping the world we live in. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of history's most pivotal moments, please leave a like, share it with others, and subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks for watching.